This is Aaron East with MMA UK, and I'm joined today by Lizzie Havers. Lizzie is one of the many great talents PFL holds on their impressive roster and has fought some of the best that what the division has to offer. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to speak with me, Lizzie.
Yeah, thank you so much for the invite.
Anytime, anytime. No fight news as of yet, but no doubt you've been keeping yourself very busy in the gym in preparation for that phone call.
Yeah, I'm actually not wishing someone anything, but I'm still hoping I get the call within 3 weeks. Because yeah, that would be an amazing chance for me.
Yeah, definitely. I bet it's frustrating in between fights, not knowing when it's coming.
Yeah, actually it is not a quiet position I prefer, but I have to deal with it as it is. So yeah, we make it work. I try to focus on becoming a better athlete in general. So if you see the process, then it's less focused on result on fights, but it's more like becoming a complete MMA fighter.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you're nothing without your gym, are you?
Yeah, so we keep ourselves busy and we keep working. I think every time I fight, I show that I improved something in my game. You never know what you get when I step into the cage. Is it the judo player? Is it the striker? So yeah, I'm trying to combine everything into a perfect game where, the win will be the result.
100%. I completely agree with you. I've been watching a few of your previous fights. You are definitely not the same person for each walk you take. I have to agree.
Yes.
And it's been just over a year since you made your debut with the PFL. I mean, it must be an incredible feeling for yourself to represent such an explosive and exciting organization.
Yeah, I mean they are just like new in Europe, and it's very an honor that they gave me the call. I was only like two pro fights in when they called me, and then well, you feel like okay, wow, I can represent my country, but also PFL organization within Europe. We are one of the first persons who signed there, who gets represent the organization, who show the level of MMA in Europe. So yeah, I'm very honored to be part of it.
I mean, yeah, but they like to snap you guys up early on, so they must have seen something very special in you.
Yeah, what I said, I was just two pro fights in. I had two previous fights in Spain, and both of my opponents back then had a promising record on their name,
Yeah.
and I beat them both. So yeah, I definitely wasn't expecting the call, but when they called me, I was definitely in for the ride. Yes.
100%. I mean, your debut against Valentinas Watzkatizi and your most recent war with Carolina Watchkick. I mean, you have shown the PFL and the fans that your intentions are victory, as well as as well as taking as well as taking that defeat on the head. But that was an incredibly great fight you had. I mean, what one of these barn burners will always stand out for you?
Well, I think the first time when you step in the big PFL cage, it's like all new. It's like all the media stuff that comes with it, all the attention, and of course you want to represent yourself, yeah, pretty well. So that was like a nervous first time. Of
Yeah.
course, then I broke my arm and I had to recover, and everything,
Mm.
became on the long run.
Mhm.
And this year, I felt like I was like more part of it. It was more my home. I already been to Newcastle. I meet all the people in the PFL organization. So I felt like more part of it, and I felt more comfortable in the cage. So yeah, I think every time you come back to a place or an organization and you get the feeling of being more relaxed and being more part of it, it will definitely show a better version of me in the cage.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they let you. They gave permission for you to fight elsewhere, didn't they? In between your two fights against D Begley, I believe. I mean, it must be
Yes.
great, right, for that to happen. Like for them to be able to give you the opportunity, if they haven't got something for you, for them to give you the go ahead to go and fight elsewhere. That must be a great feeling as well for you to keep yourself active.
Yeah, so yeah, I broke my arm in October last year,
Yeah,
and I had to do a whole recovery, and then we were like kind of like I want to have some time in the cage, you know, to feel my body, to feel my arm. Is everything good?
yeah,
Um, am I ready to go for another tournament? So we asked PFL permission to have a fight outside the PFL roster and the tournament, which would start in June.
yeah,
And they gave permission. At that time, I didn't know that Dee Beckley was supposed to sign to the tournament as well.
yeah,
I think she knew, and for her it was a good fight with me because I was in there last year.
yeah,
Um, but I didn't knew. The only thing I knew was that it was the teammate and the same coach of Scatizzi. So
yeah,
that was what had me burning. Like somehow I wanted to show that I, even when I broke my arm, I was still developing and willing to become a better fighter. So that was for me the reason why I said yes to Dee Beckley. So yeah, that was good. And later on, when I won that fight, that's when I saw that she was also on the tournament.
yeah. Yeah, I saw that as well. I mean, when I looked through your records and I saw it goes, I didn't know you guys were fighting on the PFL, and I saw that I was like, oh yeah, it was a random fight. I mean, someone that I spoke to before, my good friend, the PFL did the same thing with him when he was on the books. They gave him permission to fight elsewhere, and he said, "What a fantastic thing, like fantastic gesture for them to do, because some organisation could get greedy, like, no, you're under contract with us, so you fight for us." It's a very nice gesture by them.
Yeah, I think it's good to keep your fighters active. When they are early in their career, you know, they want as much time in the cages than they can get so they can develop quick. And I think PFL sees that right, and that's why they gave permission to do it.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And these names are just some of the huge names that you've competed against. I mean, you also were matched up with arguably one of the biggest names in the UK at the moment, Chanel Dyer. Unfortunately, that one fell through. And Chanel, Great Britain top team, in as an absolutely incredible fight. I mean, what are your thoughts on Chanel? And would you like to revisit the notion of competing against one another in the future?
Well, when I before I broke my arm, I would fight her in Paris
Yeah.
last year, where the whole final of the tournament would be headed. But I believe that that would be an amazing fight for me, for her, but also for the fans. I
Mm.
think her style and my style are very like opposite styles, and it's very interesting to see like if they come together, who is on the the dominant hand and who can put their styles onto the other one. So yeah, unfortunately, I did not get the chance
Mm.
to fight her, but I if you asked me before, I would say that that would be a great final of the tournament.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, I hope they do revisit that one with you guys later on down the line, because I was really looking forward to that. I spoke to Chanel just beforehand. She was looking forward to fighting you also.
Yeah, I think that would be amazing. So let's see what happens. Maybe some miracle happens and I can step back in the tournament, fight for my spot again. But if that not happens, of course, it would be a very exciting matchup for me, for her, but also for the fans later on to have that fight going.
Yeah, I definitely couldn't agree more. And as I said before, I mean, we're yet to hear fight news for you just yet, but I'm sure the organisation has something for you in the works, no doubt. But just for fun, I mean, who would you like your next fight to be up against?
Wow, I didn't really think about it yet. I was looking to see which one of the girls they want to fight me, but yeah, I was supposed to fight Sammy Joe,
Yeah,
and that didn't happen because she was ill. But if she gets better before the end of the year, I think that would be an amazing shot to go. We already were you know supposed to fight each other, so if she is good to go again, why not? That would be amazing.
yeah. Yeah, I completely agree with you. I mean, do you feel that the PFL has a distinct advantage over other organisations when it comes to the roster? Because, I mean, each division that you look through, I mean, it's very unique and it's very different.
Yeah, I think they really carefully choose their fighters. And as we saw, it's not that they keep all the fighters in their organization when they lose in the tournament, and they did it with me. So I'm very grateful, and I think they see something, and I am very willing to show them that it's worth to keep me. You know.
Yeah, definitely. And I'll definitely be keeping an eye out for your future announcements with them. You are absolutely incredible for the roster, and I really do hope that they keep you on. And it's been an absolute pleasure speaking with you today, Lizzie.
Yeah, thank you so much for the invite.
Anytime, anytime. But last but not least, before you go, I mean, do you have a message for the PFL fans and the promotion itself, and anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, of course, I do have a message. I mean, guys, I am maybe lost the tournament, the first round, but I'm definitely not done. I am working my best. I am doing my best to develop. And I said it once before, but I guess three times is the shot. Next time, no judges' decisions anymore. I'm gonna decide how the fight is ending next time. So keep an eye on the PFL, keep an eye on everything that is be going on my Instagram, because I know for sure that soon there will be a call and I will be ready.
I look forward to that announcement, Lizzie. You enjoy the rest of your day. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Anytime. Bye bye.